we are a vehicle for the expression of universal consciousness or higher power or God to come into the world and create. That's what we're here to do. We're creators. And when you start to get this perspective, everything else you go and read makes sense, and none of it made sense before. Because what are we made in the image of? This higher power. What does it do? It created us. Okay, so we're in the image of it, we create. That's what we do. We are a channel for it to express into the world. And I use the word powerful for the Powerful Living Seminar. And I had to come up with a name for the seminar because, you see it on a flyer somewhere and it's like, live your life and, don't be stressed out anymore or overcome, the challenges that you're having in your life. I can't be like, hey, come to the seminar and discover that you're consciousness itself. I mean, you can. Some people will show up. But, I want to bring this work to everybody because when you understand this, it transforms your life. Because things like fear and worry and anxiety make no sense. I mean, when you wake up as the creative power of the universe and you understand your expression for that on a daily basis, you're not worried about what your boss thought. You're like, how do I go express myself? That's what I'm here to do. So I use this word powerful. Well, what does it mean? And we started talking about this a little bit at the beginning. So what do you think the Powerful Living Seminar is? So we all have definitions of powerful. Anybody want to share what their definition is? Somebody must share their definition. What is it? Fearless. Okay. Anybody else have another definition? Strength. Great. Anything else? Courageous. Fearless, courageous, strength. Any others? Having possibilities. Great. Unlimited. Having strong effect. Strong. So we all have these different definitions, right? It's interesting because we have these words and we all use them differently, and then we all use them in conversation, but you mean something different than what I mean, and then we converse around it. For me, there's only one powerful. All of these are all effects of powerful. And that is living life expressed full of the power. That's it. That's it. It's living life as my true self-expression, not in the space of ego, not in my stories, not in my limiting beliefs, bringing my dream into the world on as much of a consistent basis as possible. That's powerful. That may manifest as all the things we describe as powerful, but that's it. It's full of the power of life itself. It's full of higher power, of spirit, of consciousness, of awareness, of God, Allah, whatever you want to call it. That's powerful. I ask this question a lot. And if you have stories that pop up because we start referencing things in religion, just be aware of it. Because that's how we've been conditioned over time. This is not going to turn into a sermon. It may feel like it, but Carol and I were on the airplane and we were going over the presentation, and this guy sitting next to me goes, "Are you a preacher?" And I go, "Yeah, I guess kind of. Yeah, a little bit." He goes, "Well, I love your word." I said, "Okay, well, thanks." I find that there's this different answer to this question, but it's really always the same answer. Who's the most powerful person in history? There's no right or wrong answer. Jesus. Why?
Because, ramifications, I think this is probably more for a Western world, right? But, the ramifications of his teaching and what he's done, they're widespread.
He conquered death by death.
Maybe. We start to get into the same way we were defining power before. Because he lived full of the power. That's why he's the most powerful person. He was the physical embodiment and expression and vehicle and channel for that which we are. But he just lived in ego less. So he was powerful. He's one of those powerful people. And, you talk to a Buddhist and it's Buddha, and you talk to somebody else, it's whoever their guy was in their tribe, that represented and then went out and taught, this is who you are. This is a very important piece as we get into the second part of the seminar, because if we keep living our lives as David, you know, who should have started an internet marketing business and sold it for $100 million and didn't, who's 6'8" and gets asked by little ladies all the time how tall I am, and whatever, right? Like, I'm living that, and I'm not being this thing that I really am, which is extraordinarily powerful.